my goodness. What's going on? It's cold. It's even colder today. It was 18 actual degrees Fahrenheit this morning, and I don't even know what it felt like. I don't want to know. It was really cold. The stuff was really cold, and yeah, then I went into this high school with Jax to the clinic. I was carrying the backpack, and the nurse grabbed the wheelchair so that we could more quickly stay in school, so she could get Jax outside down the long hill to the opposite entrance, which comes in on the lower level because the school's on a big hill, faster. So I handed off the backpack when we were back outside and went on my way back home instead of straight to work. Always feels weird, but today is a Common Threads day, and I made myself some second breakfast. I'm getting third breakfast. It's kind of first lunch, we'll call it that. I'm getting a lemon loaf. I wanted a pumpkin bread, but this one never has pumpkin bread, and I'm getting a tea. I wove in all the ends of that blanket, as you saw. That was the first thing I filmed today. I see a couple little snowflakes, or maybe I just saw dust. Who knows? Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up and then head to the library. And that will be that. Hello. Hope you're staying warm where you are. Hi everyone. Oh my goodness, I look a mess. I just threw my hair up from my bath. Anyway, hi. I didn't talk too much in the afternoon. It looks like I need to charge my little friend here. I use these for dollhouse lights. I stick a metal thing up, and they've got magnets. But I like, oh Jesus. Sorry, my nose is red. It's very bruised. I get eczema in the winter there, and yeah. And when I've been blowing my nose from the cold, it just gets really bruised. Anyway, hi. Today was Common Threads. You'll see the blue blanket is gone. This morning, after I got everybody to school, I wove in all the ends. And then headed there. You saw I stopped and got a tea. I wanted pumpkin bread. That was the main goal. And they never have pumpkin bread at that location. But it's okay. I had lemon loaf. I brought it with me, and I ended up using the blanket to try to be warm. It was 66 in our part of the library, and they brought in a space heater, but I was still so cold. It was so cold. But I was working on my sweater, and I was running out of the multicolored yarn that I was using. And finally I ran out, and I'm like, ugh. It was supposed to come yesterday. Can you see that? I'm not even facing it. But it didn't. It finally came today, like this afternoon. I ordered the wrong one. I already have that one. I use these a ton, so it's not a big deal, but I still can't finish the sweater. So there's still like 40 minutes left, I think. So I just got 2 more things of yarn from their box that they have. They're almost out. I've been working my way through them, making blankets. The blue blanket, I used 2 different shades of blue of that ombre yarn, but I ended up taking 2 green ones. I took one at first and I made just a solid square, and I was like, you know what? Can I take both and make a blanket, and every other square is gonna have a daisy? I love doing those daisy squares. as you can see, I've donated quite a few blankets that have had daisy squares on them. So yeah, went home with that, and then I didn't end up eating any more lunch. I just had a handful of popcorn. Sebastian got home, we did homework together, and then headed to the car line. Well, I was about to head out the door, and Sebastian was going out to play, but he messaged me, "Have you left yet?" And I knew that means I want to come with you. So I hurry to grab a blanket for him. I was already getting a blanket for me, his iPad, his headphones, and a snack and drink for him, because it's a long hour. Oh my gosh. Let's put some cream on this. I have to have my eczema cream with me at all times right now. I got some Aquaphor. I'm just using you. It's completely clear, so I can just slap it on no matter where I am and just go about life again with no mirror. Anyway, yeah, so Sebastian came with me. I ran the heat for 5-10 minutes, and then probably only 5 minutes because he wanted to use my hotspot, and whenever he goes on my hotspot, it like disconnects my music from CarPlay. So I was like, I'll just turn it off. We were warm enough. It got quite cold. It did. But I worked on that flower, and I got the flower complete. I didn't quite have the screen around there. I did that after I got back. But yeah, we got jacks. They were able to escort between classes on the outside. We need to bring gloves tomorrow. And I thought Jax had gloves, but they might be in a pocket in the backpack somewhere. Anyway, got home. Sebastian went straight back out to try to play. I got hiccups. Not as tired as yesterday. I got to sit and warm up under the electric blanket because, again, sitting in your car with it off for an hour when it's like 19 degrees outside, 19 degrees Fahrenheit, you get cold. But then I started making dinner. It was not the best dinner ever, but we killed off a few things in the freezer and some fresh veggies that I added and stuff. And then bath, and here we are. After my bath, when I was starting bedtime, Sebastian was dawdling. How do you say that? I know it's DW. Dawdling. I applied to be a substitute. Since I am officially extra now, that was what I was gonna do, so I did it. After having talked to a lot of the former cafeteria monitors who are so sweet, and they have switched to subbing, and seeing that it really is a simple process once you're already a confirmed employee, I went for it. And it is. If you are an existing employee, there's a separate listing you apply to, and you give them your current position and supervisor, and the rest resubmitted. It didn't ask for references though. I read that there's just like a little paragraph that I read ahead of time. It said that they would speak with your current supervisor, in my case the principal, in lieu of references. I don't know if I go in and interview with somebody, because this is not, I wouldn't interview at a school. This is done through the whole county. So if I did have to interview, I assume I'd have to go to the admin building again, where I did fingerprints and photo. I don't know if they do that. I do have to take a test. Probably. They say certain positions don't need to, but I don't think they have enough knowledge of how I could handle groups of children well, I can handle groups of children, obviously, if I'm the cafeteria monitor, but I don't know that they know in a classroom setting, I guess is where I'm going with that. So it would be a test just to make sure you can handle that. Everybody says it's long but easy. I did do some research before I went ahead, and I just read some screenshots of sample questions, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of common sense. You just have to get 85%. And I think you get 4 tries for each section to get to that 85%. But I don't think it's a concern. But yeah, I did that. So that's submitted. I'll let you know how quickly that process goes. They really need subs, so I feel like they're not gonna say no. I feel like I'm as qualified as anyone else. I'm not applying to be a licensed sub, just a regular one. And I would start out as assistant positions. You can choose what you want to do, and I would want to go in as assistants in my homeschool. My lips are so pale. This is a natural color. Because I'm comfortable there, I'm comfortable asking questions, they know me, kids know me. And also if I start in as assistant positions, I have the teacher there before I'm like fully having to sit down at the loaner computer and log into Phoenix and what's it called? No. Teacher view. Yeah, because I have parent view and there's student view. I think it's teacher view. I don't know how any of that stuff works. They send me the classrooms when they're subs sometimes to ask for the attendance folder, and they ask me questions like, I know. I'm like, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do on the computer. They just sent me for your folder. Because we do it old-fashioned paper style in addition to on the computer. So yeah, I want to ease in. Obviously, Danny doesn't want to have to drive Jax every day, so I did warn him I'm going to go ahead and do this, and you might have to drive Jax sometime, but if I do sub in elementary for now, you wouldn't have to do the pickup. I would probably not do middle right now. I don't have a kid in middle, and that would make it so I couldn't do the pickup. But I could potentially do Jax's high school. I just don't. That's very overwhelming. If they asked me like, hey, you're a parent, you want to volunteer, come and stand in this classroom and watch these kids, I would just go in and do it and do my best. I wouldn't feel as pressured because I'm a volunteer. I'd be like, hey, I don't work here, I'm just helping. But when you're actually being paid to be there, and there's more pressure, so I feel like I need to know the system more. Anyway, goodness, I just talked for 11 minutes. I'm gonna say goodnight. But you watched to the end, and I love you for that. That one's for you. Come for a hug. Oh, did I squeeze too tight? Anyway, I will see you tomorrow. I want you to go get some sleep. Good rest. Stay hydrated. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.